Right, hello YouTube. There's something a bit different today. We're going to be doing a review, or an unboxing and a review on this, which is an Aldi's Fennex 3-in-1 mini soldering torch. It's a butane or butane propane mix gas powered soldering iron, but it also blows hot air and is a blowtorch. I heard good things about them. They're only £12.99 in Aldi's. I thought for me it would be quite handy because I have to do some mobile stuff. My partner does a lot of craft stuff and jewellery making. It would be handy for her as well. So yeah, for £12.99 it was well worth a go. I've had it out of the box. I haven't done nothing else with it. I've not fueled it, I've not tried it or anything else. So let's have a look. Let's take it out of the box. Comes in this nice little hard case, storage case, which is handy, so you know when you're done with it you can put it away into its case and not have it untidy. There's a warranty card. It comes with a 3-year warranty, which is absolutely brilliant. Again from Aldi's. They do that with most of their power tools and stuff. Really good. Instruction booklet. Let's have a look. So you actually get the gas torch itself, the unit. You get a reel of solder, 1mm solder, fluxed. You get soldering tip cleaner, the protective lid. You get this, which is the heat spreader. So if you want to spread the heat out, you know, I'm guessing you can do surface mount chips and stuff like that maybe. I wouldn't use one of these, I'd use a hot air machine, but you never know, it'll get you out of a hole. Comes with 3 soldering tips, a long fine tip, if you can see that. A chisel tip. And a rounded chisel tip. And that's what comes in the box. And I've had a quick flick through the instructions. They don't come with gas already in for obvious reasons. So we're going to refill it. But first, let's have a look at what the description on the box is. Right, it says 3-in-1 mini soldering torch. Ideal for electrical work, jewellery and arts and crafts. 3 functions in one: soldering, hot air blowing and micro flame. Piezo ignition with safety lock, adjustable wind resistant flame, complete with 4 specialised soldering tips, hot blower tip, deflector attachment, solder wire, cleaning sponge and protective cover. Appliance category: type of gas, direct pressure butane, direct pressure butane propane mix, gas not included. The appliance may only be operated with standard lighted gas, butane propane mixture. Use this appliance only in well ventilated areas. Well, that's a given because it burns gas and obviously gives off carbon monoxide. Read the instruction manual before using the appliance and do not inhale welding or soldering fumes. I think there's already an attachment on there. That's the hot air attachment. So let's take that off for a minute. Just unscrew the top. Yeah, and that's the hot air attachment tip. We'll leave that out for a second. You can see the actual burner itself. A gas jet would go through there and then heat this. Gas shoots out the end. First of all, I think this is just the blowtorch when you have it with no attachments on it, just the main one there. Feels quite well built actually. Good quality hard plastic. A few safety measures there. And safety lock, I think you've got to push that in before you can pull that down and light it. Yep. Not quite sure what that one was for. Oh, I know what that one, that's a gas cut-off switch. So you press that and it will cut the gas off. And it should, if it's still hot, reignite itself. I think it's a temperature control thing. We'll have a look at that shortly. And then you've got a lock on the back here, so when it's, you push that in to light it, pull that down, and when it's lit you can push this in and lock that into place, I believe. And then you've got the gas flow control there, to low to high. Right, let's take it outside and fill it with butane lighter gas, just a cheap one, and we'll see what this can do. Right, filled it with gas. It didn't seem to take a lot. It's a shame that it doesn't have a clear window on it. My other small one did have a clear window on it, so I could see how much gas was in there. So you just have to do your best to fill it. Right, let's get the butane out of the way. Get it back and see if it lights. Whoa. And there you go. No, it didn't help. I didn't hold it long enough. Bit of flare in there. I'm guessing that will settle down. Right, now it's lit. I've got the lock on at the back to hold the button down. And you can see the blowtorch effect, which really works well. That's on full. And that's on low. Now that's actually a pretty good, nice little hot flame for jewellery making. Let's turn it up again. A longer flame. Well, there's quite a bit of heat coming off of that. Now this is the gas cut-off switch I was on about earlier on. Press that. And cuts the gas off. And when the soldering tips and that are on, or the hot air blower, if you release that, it will light itself again. Let's take the lock off and shut that off. Not too hot either, that's alright. Right, well that seemed to work well, that blowtorch. Let's try it with the hot air blower, which I am intrigued to see how well that works. Alright, hot air blower attachment. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got two grills in it. There's a mesh in the... See the mesh? There's two. There's one on the other side as well, but further recessed in. So let's pop that in and give the hot air a go. Screw that into place and relight it. Doesn't seem to want to light with that attachment on it. Now it's lit. Let's lock it on. Bit fidgety to do everything at once on there. Right, that's locked on. You can see it lit. You can see it glowing orange in there. That's blowing out a fair bit of hot air. Turn it up. You can see the gauze is glowing red in the end. There's no flame coming out at the end. That's quite a handy feature, that one. Now we can test the gas cut off that I was on about earlier. Cuts it off, relights. Cuts it off, relights. Right, let's test how hot the air is coming out of there. What have we got? Let's get a bit of paper. Sorry about the clicking and the blowing you can hear in the background. I've got my diesel heater running in the shed because it's quite chilly today. Right, an old piece of card. Let's test it. You can see that burning it. That's on low. Let's turn it up high. Yeah, that's quicker. There's quite an effective amount of hot air coming out of there. Yeah, I reckon that's good enough for desoldering some SMD mounted chips, resistors and things. Quite handy if you're in a situation where it needs to be portable. Right, let's turn that off and we'll try to let it cool down, and then we'll try the soldering tips. The soldering tips screw right on into the end of the hot air attachment. I could probably get one of them on now. Let's get a chisel tip. Screw it on. And that's your soldering iron attachment. Right, let's find something to solder and we'll give it a test. Right, I forgot I had this, but I found this in me bits and bobs. And it's an old soldering test kit. It's to test your skills on surface mount soldering. It's just a get it out the bag. It's just a PCB with loads of spare spots and a load of surface mount resistors. What else have we got? A few surface mount TSOP chips. So we could, in theory, test the hot air out. A couple of 3-pin surface mount diodes, some normal diodes, you can see them. What's this? Small package resistors, more resistors, more resistors. So we could, in theory, try the hot air if I've got any thermal solder paste, if I've got any solder paste. But for now, what I really want to do is test it on something which I do a lot, and that is soldering 18650 batteries. And these require a lot of heat. So we're going to test it on that. And if it solders that, then it's going to be a very capable soldering iron. We'll try it with the solder that comes with it. Get a little water for the sponge. I do have decent soldering irons, and I've also got a hot air rework machine as well. Like I say, this is basically for mobile Solutions. Right, so let's get this fired up. It's lit, you can see the orange glow inside. Nope. Lock it on. I'm going to turn that up full because I want quite a bit of heat on this tip. Interesting to see how quick it heats up to melt the solder. Oh, that's already, so let's tin the tip. Tin, it's not really tinned, there you go. That's tinned now. Alright, let's see if we can solder this 18650 battery and get a blob of solder on top. Normally I'd add a dab of flux on there. He's actually struggling with that. Let's try it again. You don't want to heat these too long, these 18650s. Not the neatest. Hang on a minute. Not the neatest. Camera focus on it, but it has taken. So if you can do an 18660 battery, 18650 battery, you can do smaller and normal components. I like the fact it's got that little rest built in as well. But yeah, as a soldering iron, it's going to be very capable. I think I actually heated up quicker than my Weller soldering iron, which is good. It's quite handy as well, having the rest on it like that. And you can also put the lid on it when it's still hot. Which keeps it fairly shielded as well. You can put it away hot. There's no heat transfer there. All in all, I think that is an absolute great tool for $12.99. That'll be going into my portable electronics toolkit. I'm sure the partner will be using it for the craft side of it. Tip's coming undone there. Didn't do it up tight enough. So that's the Aldi Fennex 3-in-1 mini soldering torch. Seems to be very capable and very portable. It gets a thumbs up from me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. You know, I make various videos on various craft and electronics and DIY stuff. Let me know in the comments if you've got one and how you're getting on with it. Thanks for watching.